Hi, friends. Doc South here. Busy day of DJing coming up. I've got to DJ kind of an early Oktoberfest at the House of the Good Shepherd a little later on here in Hackettstown. Then it's up to Jumbo Land, and I this morning I was trying to get some of my chores done. I always like to look to see what's on the computer, and my wife Sandy finds different any of the funny little videos and postings you see are generally her doing. She finds them and she yeah, and it's fine. I think it makes the site really kind of cool. And our Facebook page, Doc South on Facebook, and she found one here. It's evidently a posting from down south. I think came courtesy of a group called a fella called the Southern Chef. And there's evidently, he's got a big sign or a posting a posting, a phrase on top over a picture. And the phrase says, Piggly Wiggly got a redneck cousin. And then in the photo, it looks like it might be a convenience store. I don't think it's a supermarket, but it's it's a convenience store called the Hoggly Woggly. Yeah, Piggly Wiggly, and now evidently there's Hoggly Woggly. Maybe Piggly Wiggly's got something to do with it. I don't know. I always liked the Piggly Wiggly. When I lived down in North Carolina in the city of Wilson, there was a this. I often went to the Piggly Wiggly. It was kind of it was just a nice supermarket. A lot of it with Southern style cuisine in there. You could go there and get black eyed peas and collards would be available and all that. And oh gosh, what do they call it? Those hams that are like cannonballs. They don't actually need refrigeration. They're heavily salted. Oh, I forget what they call them. I call them good. Yeah, the trouble is you got to slice them real thin, almost like cold cuts to eat them. And you got to soak some of the salt out before you you go trying to cook one. The salt's there so that it was the kind of ham you evidently cured it so it could take the heat of summer, and you could have some ham. Trouble is you had to get that salt out, or oh my God, they had stuff like that. And of course, I think I've said I was on the rescue squad down in Wilson, among other things. And I know one Sunday I had duty that day, and one of the lieutenants said, "Hey, South, come here." I said, "What?" He says, "I want you to go down, take the ambulance down to not the duty ambulance, take the other one, yeah, the older one." And go to the Piggly Wiggly. And here I got a list of stuff we need. I'm going to make some bean soup. I think that's what he said. I think it was bean soup. I said, bean soup, huh? Yeah. He says, now here's what you got to get. Show it to the guy. There's a fella there. You look for a fella named Caleb. And Caleb will fix you up. He'll know what I'm looking for. Okay. Hunt for Caleb, huh? Yep. And so I go on down. I'm in uniform, pull the ambulance in. Everyone's looking like, who's dying? No one. I said, no, I'm just here to get some stuff for our Sunday supper at the squad hall. Oh, okay, cool. Wait a minute. And I'm inside by now. I find this guy, Caleb, nice guy. He says, so what you need? What you need there, son? I said, well, Shelton sent me and he's making bean soup. The guy, his jaw, how I hate to say it's a phrase everyone uses so much anymore, his jaw dropped, but his jaw did drop. He goes, what? Shelton's making that bean soup of his today? Oh, you lucky dog. Oh, he says, man, you're going to like that. Well, son, what's he got on the list there? I said, well, he's got something here called fatback, and he says, you want it smoked? Or I said, oh, what's it say? He says, yeah, Shelton, I know wants it smoked. It's got to be smoked. And what do you want? White beans? Them big lima beans? Lima beans? I said, yeah, I think that's it. And he says, well, there you go. and he takes me around the store. He said, you might get a call, so let me hurry this up for you. And he gets this block. It was like, oh, it was bigger than a brick. Like you would build a house with, bigger than that, and it was just a solid block of fat. But it did have kind of a brownish tinge to it, and it smelled smoky. It was all wrapped up, but you could smell the smoke flavor, like bacon. Yeah, like bacon. It was like the fat you see on bacon, but there was no meat, no muscle. Okay, it was just fat. And then there was these white beans, these big fat. If I recall right, I think they were like big fat lima beans. He says, "Oh man," I says, "Is that all I need?" He says, "Yeah, you got the smoked fat, you got the beans." He says, Shelton knows, yeah, he said, let me get a spice or two, but there's not much. Not much, son. I said, okay. I said, well, there you go. I said, so what I owe you? He said, no, sir, not for the rescue squad. You got it. It's yours. My treat. He said, when's that soup going to be done? I said, I don't know. I guess it all depends on the calls we get. Well, oh, and and I don't know. I take the stuff. I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to make an excuse? I don't want to eat a doggone blob of fat. I can see, there he is slicing the fat and putting it on my plate. There, try this, Yankee. Oh, I'm thinking, oh my God, this is going to be awful. Well, long story short, Shelton was one of the extra guys there, so we got a call, and he's while we're on the call. Nothing too serious, and we a minor auto wreck, a few abrasions, nothing too bad. While we're doing that, Shelton's in the squad's kitchen knocking out this soup, and he's putting it all together. And I got to say, when we got back, we had another call after the first one, then a third one, and I don't know, we're running like nuts. And I get back. It's around 3, and I walk into the squad hall, and I don't know, usually it smelled like cheese crackers and Coca-Cola in that place, and gasoline from the ambulance and stuff. And I go walking into the kitchen, and I said, man, boy, something smells really good. Shelton said, well, that's the bean soup I'm cooking. I said, boy, let me take, and the beans he had cooked them so much that they now mushed down. Yes, the fat was in there, but it had this nice smoky flavor to smell to it. I said, can I try a sip? Or he said, nope, not yet, not done yet. I got to add some more spices, a few more things. He said, it'll be ready by 5 o'clock. Don't you worry. You'll be off duty then. You can sit down and enjoy yourself. I said, well, yeah, but wow. Oh. He's pretty soon now. I got to say, for a Yankee, I was drooling. That's all there is to it. Oh my gosh! And we got another call or two. Finally, duty day is done, and the table set in the just off the kitchen. We had a little room there with dining table, and everybody. Oh man, we just chowed down. He had made basic like an army cook kettle. It was a big kettle of this soup. And I guess he had a lot of water in it along with the fat. So we weren't really getting like, blobs of fat. We were getting our share, but mostly it was the beans had rendered down. And there was that smoke flavor and some kind of green herb, maybe parsley or something was in there. And oh my God, they were just having a ball. The guys, my my fellow squad members, they were, I'm eating it like that. They said, well, ain't you eating since you got down here? I said, oh my God, this is good stuff. He says, well, yes, it is. And man, I even told you that there was a little left over. They saved some for the night crew because the night crew would have gone on strike if they heard they didn't get their share. And people would have died. No, they'd have done their duty, but they'd have been pretty darn sore about everybody eating the soup before they could get in. So, but they had a little left over. They gave me a little dish of it to take home, and I got to say that soup didn't last long in my fridge. No, sir. Man, it was rather good. I know you'd probably have to look it up, but I remember Piggly Wiggly was nice enough. They wouldn't charge us a penny. And a lot of Sundays, if I was on duty, they'd send me down to get the stuff at the old Piggly Wiggly, and they were always nice. And then one day, I was at the Chatterbox. Oh, DJing. Oh, it had to be 4 or 5 years ago, I think. And one of my one of the Wanderers gave me this T-shirt. Look at this, huh? Ain't that something? And look, it says well, that's Hilton Head. Okay, and that's the Piggly Wiggly logo. Yeah, that's on a lot of the bags and stuff there. And then I think here it says on the back, I'm big on the pig. Yep, Piggly Wiggly. It's their official, I guess it's their official T-shirt. Yes, sir. Yeah. Was a good store. And everyone's so friendly. That's one thing I liked about the supermarkets down south. People weren't all kicking and shoving and fist fighting in the aisles and stuff. It was nice. It was a really nice place. Anyway, I thought I'd say we'll see you later, and well, God bless, friends. Bye now.